What is going on, guys? My name is Alex or Mr. Snitchy, and in today's video we're going to be starting up with the support class in depth for the weapons now that we're done with the meta class. And we're going to start with the very first weapon that you get in Battlefield 1 when you start the multiplayer for the first time, which is the Lewis gun. We're going to be talking about the low weight, which is the factory version, the optical, and the suppressive variants for the Lewis gun. We'll go through all of these like we did with the medic, and we'll probably move on to the recon or the assault. I don't know yet, but let's get into the video. So let's start off with the Lewis gun low weight. This does 21 damage out to about 20 meters, and then you start to hit your drop off. At 35 meters, you're going to be doing your minimum damage, which is 15. So this gives it a really weird bullets to kill over range. So out to about 22 meters, it's going to be a 5-shot kill. From 23 meters to 30 meters, it's a 6-shot kill. And anything over 31 meters is going to be a 7-shot kill. It's okay, I guess, just due to the fire rate and the amount of bullets you have. Fire down this weapon is okay. It's faster than any medic weapon that we have, which, that's a good thing, is at 480 rounds a minute. The muzzle velocity, however, is the slowest in the class at 740 meters a second. Your magazine size is a healthy 47 rounds. However, in this game, if you do shoot a lot of rounds without stopping, you're gonna have something where it's gonna overheat, meaning you have to pull the bolt back, which takes a fair bit of time. So my opinion for this would just be to tap fire it as much as possible. If you need to go for a long spray, just be certain when you hit around 12 bullets left in the magazine, you're gonna have to cock it. So just be wary of that. So since the weapon does have a magazine, it does have different reload times if you have them left in the magazine or if you're completely empty. Now if it's empty with nothing left, it's 4.5 seconds. This is the longest reload time in the class. However, if you do have bullets left in the magazine, it's going to be 3 seconds, so you're losing about a second and a half if you don't expend all your bullets. Now, it's not a fast reload still, but it's not as lengthy. The reconless weapon is not bad either. It's 0.25 up and 0.18 left and right with a first shot multiplier of 1.5, which is going to be applying only to that first shot that you fire out of your burst. However, something with the machine guns in this game is that it does decrease in recoil the longer you shoot it, and your ADS cone does shrink if you're hip firing it the longer you fire it. Just something to keep in mind there. So the ADS time on this weapon is, if you're not moving, 21 milliseconds, and if you're moving, it's going to be 79 milliseconds. However, the longer you shoot this weapon, the smaller your ADS cone is going to be, because in Battlefield, your weapon is not 100% accurate, and the more you fire for each bullet, it's going to be a negative 0.144 reduction in that cone, which means the longer you fire, as I said earlier, the more accurate it's going to become. So the sight picture on this weapon with just plain iron sights I think is pretty atrocious. I don't like how they look, so I just slapped the AA sight on there, which is like your alternative sight. If you guys like the normal sight, use it. If you guys like an AA sight, something a little more open, like I use the AA sight. I primarily run AA sights on every single LMG that I have, but without talking a little bit more, let's get into the next variant, which is going to be the optical variant. So the Lewis gun optical shares the exact same stats across the board as the Lewis gun low weight. However, it has 2 major changes. Shocker, every other weapon that I think I've covered in this series has 2 changes to it. Change 1, you have that god awful lens sight. You guys know I don't like the lens sight. I think it's intrusive, you know, all that fun stuff, but I'll keep going. Also, the ADS is reduced by about 75%, so the non-moving ADS is 0.158, and the moving ADS is 0.593. Other than that, nothing much really has changed. Magazine size the same. everything like that. But let's move on to the suppressive variant. So the final variant of the Lewis gun is the Lewis gun suppressive. This shares the same exact stats as the low 8 and the optical, except that its ADS is exactly the same as the low 8 at 21 milliseconds not moving and 79 milliseconds moving. However, it has two changes besides that. You get a 97 round magazine. Why? I don't know. I thought 47 was enough, but DICE just said no, let's just slap one in there with another 50 on it. Do I think it's really necessary? No. I know we don't run through all 97 bullets before I have to reload, but hey, somebody's gonna use it somewhere. However, I do like the sight on this weapon. I think it's a lot better than the optical's sight. I mean, probably because it's a longer range sight. You can put your 2, your 2.5, your 3, or your 3.5 optics on this Lewis gun. To be completely honest about this weapon, is it usable? Yes. Do I like it? Not really. Reason being is it just takes so many bullets to kill somebody, and its place at the beginning of the support class I think is a good thing because it kind of introduces a newer player to how the LMGs function in a Battlefield game. I mean, it's just there for basically you to pound out your first, 3-ish class levels, and then you have everything else open to you. Do I personally like it? No. I mean, it's just there for the beginners. There's better alternatives, stuff that does more damage. I mean, it's a fun gun, don't get me wrong. I personally don't like it. If you guys like it, that's fine. If this is your bread and butter weapon, do it. Well, if you guys liked the video, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And remember, snitches get stitches.